Ah, damn. He never shows us in the sunlight. Look at this bullshit. I'll talk about that later. But yeah, I'm back. Had to take a break. Honestly, I was going through, just keeping it real, I was going through some personal stuff. Thankfully, nothing financially. Car's all good. But yeah, just going through some shit. Gotta quit being a bitch, and I gotta keep grinding YouTube because we hit 1K. I gotta make this full mod breakdown video for you guys, and that's the next video that's gonna go up after this one. But yeah, what we're doing today is the lip that I have now that you saw in the intro clip, it's coming off. I'm tired of that lip. It's not functional, it's just for looks, and that shit's scraped to hell. Getting that off and putting, finally, it's about time, a chassis mounted front splitter. It's gonna help me out in the long run with everything, functionality and like downforce, but also just protection. So I'll go over the splitter once I get to the shop. The shop's name is J&F Customs. Super cool dude, and yeah, we're getting it done. And then after that, I do have plans for a wing, which I'll talk about in the mod list video. So also about the Japan videos, my initial mindset when I went to Japan was just to enjoy the trip. You know, I didn't really record stuff as, I guess, as a YouTuber or for entertainment. To finish off the video, I'll put some clips left over that I have. What the fuck is this guy doing? Anyways, I think I stopped was when I went to Daikoku. I went twice. First time was really nice. A lot of people there. The second time I went there with a GTR. The last day or two of the Japan trip, I did rent out a R34 GTR. Now, what was important to me about that trip wasn't the fact that I was driving it in Japan. Wasn't about the fact that it was an R34 GTR. What really hit me was the fact that Lewis Hamilton, the F1 driver himself, drove that about 2 weeks prior before I picked it up. That was crazy to me because when I rented it out, like a month prior. Like usually the earliest you can rent the cars out ahead of time is 30 days out. I rented out 30 days, and then a week or two after I rented out, I see him post a clip of him just bashing on a GTR in Japan, right? And then I keep just rewatching the video, and I see like small details of how the car looked and everything, and I'm like, hold up. This is the same exact car that Lewis Hamilton himself fucking drove. That shit just like completely like shocked me. Like, I don't know, man. That's what really made the trip for me too. You can tell he beat the shit out of it because there are some things with that car that were just not right after that. It was probably detuned too on top of that, but yeah, it just didn't feel right. Other than that, it was still dope. So yeah, I got to drive a R34 GTR driven by Lewis Hamilton. Went to Daikoku with an R34 GTR. The thing about that second day that I went to Daikoku was that it was raining a lot. Not really that many people showed up, so that's probably why the clips that you saw of me at Daikoku was only day one, because day two really didn't have anyone. Next time, I will be going back to Hakone with either that GTR or a different car. I'll probably get something newer, something just to make sure that, you know, like, I know the suspension is good. Because, for instance, that Evo 5, really dope car, but the suspension was shot in that shit. Definitely next time I go, I really want to stay in Hakone, up on one of those, like, resorts or hotels, just to kind of enjoy the, you know, the Toge vibe up there. And also visit Mount Fuji, because from Tokyo to Mount Fuji is about, like, a 4-hour drive. So it would be nice just to kind of stop at Hakone, chill, and then head to Mount Fuji, which is, like, another hour and a half. But do a quick little pull for you guys. Little quick mid boost pull back. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna haul ass to the shop because I gotta be there by 9:30. I got some things to do. So yeah, I'll pick it up back there once I get there. Damn. My boy neglected VQ. Still have not met him in person, but I will soon. Once this car is done, we'll link up. But he's making it into a show car, as you can tell. Has a lot of work done to it. At the shop right now, for the splitter, it is like 12:05 in the morning. Yeah, it's midnight. We're still here. My man Fernando is going at it for the splitter. Still not finished. There's a lot of work, but it's mounted. He's making the brackets for this part to hold it up on the back side. And what he ended up doing is incorporating it with my Z1 undershroud, half of it, because the front one got fucked. Don't know if I showed you guys, but once I get back home, I'll show you guys that front part. So he's incorporating with the back side of the Z1 undershroud, because MC oil pan is right there. You can still service the car. It's missing the end plates for the splitter, but it's also missing the air dams for the splitter as well. So next week we're gonna go ahead and tackle that. We also have the wire rope for the front of the splitter, which I'll show you guys once it's put on. Quick thing about the bumper, I did sell the DRLs and I have a brake duct kit on there, which is why you see the hoses. So yeah, it is a functional duct kit bolted on here, not there, but it's bolted on the side, and it was JB welded on the top. That blew off, I guess, because of the heat. The heat from the turbo kind of fucked the adhesive up, but this side is still good because the turbo is not there, which makes sense. At literally 12 in the morning and at a shop, which is crazy. So I'll pick it back up once we are out. All right, so back at the house, I forgot to record on the way back, talk about the splitter, what we ended up doing, and how much we got done, because it is not finished. Got the wire ropes on for the center, so that's looking good. Now there's a couple things. One, you can tell right off the bat that the sides are kind of fucked. So right off the rip, like literally, and it's not mounted here yet, you know, so this is gonna be like hanging up higher, like somewhere around there. This is literally from just going up on that driveway. I'll talk about this car in a sec. Yeah, so the sides are fucked. Gotta modify the holes that we had to make through the bumper in order to have them the way I wanted them, but already mounted, of course, to the splitter. But yeah, right there you can see the chassis mounting bracket, which is right there too as well. So got a bunch of bolts, same thing on that side. Thinking about driving the car tonight again, I'm not too sure. Kind of miss driving the Z. Anyways, yeah, that's the update on the splitter. So this car, so this is my daily G35 daily. It's a coupe, 6-speed. It's an 04. This car looks like this, so that one can look like that. It's treated me very well. This is actually going to be the track car. You can kind of tell. 34 row oil cooler, mission motor radiator, SPL suspension all around, like literally like upper control arms, tie rods, rear camera arms, upgraded rotor kit, and brake pads and shit. So also, I just saw, just looking at these rotors, these shits are fucked. Oh my god, like they're so warped. That is so bad. The funny part is that the car still brakes amazing. That is so weird. Needs a lot of love. I'll eventually do, but when I get this Z up and finished properly first. Still have plans on this car though of not keeping it. So the car that I will be wanting to get in replace of this might take some time and won't be a coupe. That's all I'm gonna say. And not a Nissan. Starts with a B. Alright, what is up, guys? Kind of hard to see because there's literally no fucking light. The splitter for the Z is done. Technically 90% done, but I think it's 100% done. Really, the only thing we missed out on, which I'll show you, are the side blades for the splitter. I'll go in depth on why I don't want to kind of do that, but everything's bolted on. We got the rubber trimming, side support on. It is 100% functional and good to go. The thing with this type of stuff is that there's literally no aftermarket for this type of chassis mounted splitter where it's 100% functional and not some battle arrow, street arrow shit, you know, that's made out of fucking the heaviest metal on earth. And yeah, this is as light of a metal that we could do that is also, you know, reliable. So I'm about to pull up after I get off the highway somewhere, show you guys some more in-depth stuff of what we did. Here we go. Actually, for YouTube, I don't think I've showed y'all the wheels. They are TE37 SLs, so they're not the forged or the Sega. They're the monoblock forged SLs, but they're amazing wheels still. They come in like around 18-19 pounds each. Specs 18 by 11 plus 15 for the offset. So I am tucking a 11-inch wheel in the front with 295s. I am gonna step to 315s all around. I'm running that all around. It's a squared setup once I get new fenders for the splitter. It's what it looks like for now. This is just version 1. Chassis mounted and everything. What we did today, the other side support inside the bumper, you can't see, but it's in the other side of that, holding this up, bent this back up kind of like into a curve because it was scraping all over the place. Like, we should literally keep it thin. I'm scraping it. Tried fixing the tie rod support here as best as we could. And yeah, just couldn't get to it. But it is what it is. I mean, again, this is just version 1. And this bumper is eventually gonna go away too. Literally, it's cracked on each side. It's been through some shit. But doesn't look bad. The main thing is the chassis. The chassis mounted support in there. Got an L bracket holding it in, those screws. Got a Z bracket, like kind of like behind the tires where the fender goes. So yeah, shit's coming along. Next up is chassis mounted wing. It's not gonna be mounted from here, so because that shit looks ugly. And I don't like how it puts all the pressure behind the wheel rather than on top of the wheel. So only 2 hints I'm gonna say. But yeah guys, got the splitter done. The main rush for the splitter was that I am hitting the track next week. Really wanted to get it done for that, but there is a event tomorrow that I'm attending. My boy Jason, who hosts nostalgic events that you've seen on my YouTube channel. Man, let me put my phone up here so you guys can see what the fuck I'm doing. I'm tired of recording there, to be honest, but like I gotta put this shit above my head so you guys can see this view. Can't wait for the next phase of this car, man. I got the built motor going. I don't think I've announced that at all on this channel, but I am building the motor. I don't plan on putting it in though until next year. I'm not in a rush to swap that built motor in. We do have to send out heads to get machined and everything, so just doing it not for more power. I'm doing it for just, you know, reliability for the track. You know, I'm still on stock motor, been on stock motor for 2 years. I know I haven't posted in a while, but definitely getting back to it. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.